cameras right there.
Got it.
So if you want to talk to the people, you're going to be looking right there.
Got it.
We back. We live. We did it. It's time to start to get ready for the new year. Woo! Pet, pet, pet. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get some tunes going. We're going to make this a party.
I've been getting ready for the new year all day.
You have?
I've been drinking Prosecco since about 10:30 this morning.
That's that lady stuff. That's how the ladies get it in. What's up, everybody? What's going on, man? I'm glad to see y'all. Your boys, them, is live, indirect. I just want to make sure that everything on my side is working properly. Dan, the man, what's going on? Happy New Year, brother. Dan 300, Happy New Year. My man, 50 grand. That's right, boys. We are live. It's time for us to bring in the new year together.
We're not talking B-58s tonight.
Or Hellcat.
America.
Or America.
America. We're not talking. Well, I guess you can talk B-58s. I just can't participate.
What we talking tonight?
What is it? B-58 and N-54s and N-55s or something crazy like that?
Yeah, those are all the BMWs.
There you go. I'm team BMW because I drive one. The end.
You know what engine your car has?
I don't have no clue.
You said it.
What?
You said it. It's the first one you said.
It's a N50.
No, the first one you said.
B58.
Your car has a B58.
Yeah, I have a B58. I had no clue.
Your car, a B58 is a inline turbo 6-cylinder.
I just know that I hit the button and it goes.
Okay.
Yes,
I like it. I like it. That's what's up, man. You know what I mean? But it's a celebration. It's a celebration.
We got kids upstairs.
They all right. They ain't gonna wake up, I don't think.
You don't think?
Somebody said B58 gang. So what's up?
Gang.
So basically, man, I wanted to do something a little different with y'all. Not everybody can be out in the streets right now. Not everybody could be getting to it, partying.
No.
Why are we not in the streets right now, man?
We are of a certain age, first and foremost. So even if we could be in the street, we probably would not be in the street. I'm more of a kickback house party type of girl, so I would have probably wanted to host something or somebody or some people if we had that option. But we have a 15-month-old and a 4-year-old.
Right.
And they have a schedule.
Right.
And we are very, I won't say stringent, but we like our schedule because it works for us.
Yeah.
And so bedtime around here is about 7:30. Like it all hell breaks loose and it starts to melt down. And so it's not conducive to going to a party.
Right.
It's not conducive.
So we would have to get childcare. That's one.
Yeah, and childcare is, for 2 kids is expensive. You know, and we call ourselves paying well, but it's like $25, $30 an hour.
It would be double that probably during the new year.
And then we typically feed our babysitter. And depending on if they have transportation, we either provide Uber or we take them to and fro. So like at the end of the day, that one night could cost us $500. By the time we go to dinner, pay sitter, Uber, etc., and feed them, like that one date night could cost us $500. So we'll just stay home.
Happy New Year to you too, Don Centurion. What's up, brother? GR1MM240 said B58 gang. Yes, you are. We can see that.
Gang.
Yeah, you gang with her. Y'all peoples.
Gang.
James, Happy New Year. L Boogie, what's going on? Jamal, Happy New Year to you.
My little
Dan,
hat
I think
keep
we said
doing its own thing.
That's because it's dancing on your head. But anyway, we did a lot this year.
We did.
First of all, we came into this year as newlyweds.
We did.
So
this was my soft girl year. Soft girl year. I was going for soft girl this year.
What does that mean?
So you know how like they call it soft girl era. I'm a little old.
What does that mean?
And about like just not being so like take charge and taking over things and like just being in the midst of chaos. Like you want to be peaceful. This is my peaceful era.
Okay.
And era is probably not the best word, but like this is my peaceful year. Like I've had a rough 2020, had a rough 2021, had a rough 2022. So 2023, like, and it could have been a rough 2023 considering how 2022 kind of ended towards the end of it. with
Okay.
like the birth, the sickness,
Oh
etc. Right? Like
yes,
it could have
yes,
been,
yes,
I
yes.
went into 2023 wearing a heart monitor on two blood pressure medications,
That's right.
right?
That's
So
right.
it really could have been a different year, but it wasn't.
Right.
But it really could have been a different type of year for me. Like I'm not on any medications. I'm not having to check my blood pressure, all those things. But it really could have been a different type of year for me.
All right. So to catch y'all up to speed, what she's talking about is the birth of our youngest child. His name is Jonah, and Jonah, as a blessing as he is, post the birth of Jonah, she got what's called preeclampsia, but it was postpartum
Postpartum preeclampsia.
preeclampsia. And what it basically is like your blood pressure is like all over the place. It's crazy. So we had a pretty significant scare. She was in the hospital for like 3 weeks.
The critical care unit. So they wouldn't let me, like, if I wanted to get up and go to the restroom, I had to like hit the button and ask them to like unplug me. If I wanted to take a shower, like the nurse arranged for me to take a shower. They wanted me to take a whole bath every
A whole
day.
bath. Jesus
Like
Christ.
you go in this, you put the water in the sink, take a whole out. Like I want to take a shower. The shower is my time. Like, that's my. I love a good shower.
Yeah.
So like the nurse had to like go sit in the bathroom with me while I took the shower to make sure like I didn't pass out and all those things. And like so for the first 3 weeks of Jonah's life, we weren't even like there.
Kay Tucker, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Thomas, happy New Year to you and your family. May 2024 be a successful year
Who
for
is
your
that?
YouTube channel.
Modern red Hemi. Too expensive to go out right. That's why I'm home drinking $17 La Marca out of my champagne flutes.
So, man, coming into the year, I see what you mean. Like, it could have been rough.
It could have been a different type of year.
But what was good about this year for you?
The kids saw, the kids were able to travel a bit, and that was great. You and I started off the year. We went to Mexico. We started off the year. We
We
went to.
kicked off our birthdays in
We called
Mexico,
what did I call it? A mini moon,
right?
because it wasn't like a big honeymoon, so we called it a mini moon because we were only going for like 3 days.
4 days, 3 nights.
Really?
4 days, 3 nights.
Okay, so we did that in January, and then I don't know what did we do in February. Oh, we did an overnight at our place. We like to go up to the Catskills. We did an overnight up there for my birthday, and then in March we went to Charlotte,
Yep.
and in April I don't remember. May we went to South Carolina. I went home because I believe in all good things come from the South. And then June we had Emery's birthday,
Yep.
and we went up to Cartwright. He loves a good water park. That boy thinks he's a dolphin. July,
We went to
we
Mexico.
went to Mexico,
Tulum.
Tulum. Stefan's parents had never been out of the country before, so we had a family trip.
For my mom's birthday, we took her to Tulum, Mexico. We rented out a fire Airbnb. Shout out to Villa 88,
Yes,
Tulum. We had an amazing time.
we really
man.
did that first class. We really
Yeah,
did that
all
first
the
class.
way.
Yeah, we really did.
We had chef every day
Had private
for
driver.
breakfast and dinner. Our own private driver. We lived it up
Yeah,
for
that was
a
first
week
class. Yeah, that was really first
in
class.
Tulum. So that was in July.
July,
Then in August,
we went to Philly.
right? We did a little weekend in Philly. What about
September,
what are we doing in September?
Jonah's birthday.
Where did we go for Jonah's birthday?
We had hibachi in the backyard.
Oh yeah, that was sick. His
Yeah.
birthday was sick. We had a whole like big hibachi thing in the backyard, so that was fire. And then October, did we do anything?
I don't remember.
Do we go anywhere in October?
I don't remember.
Okay. November?
Vegas.
Vegas, yes, that's right. We went to go see Usher in Vegas, and we did Thanksgiving in Vegas. Again, my parents came out, so my parents been getting to it with
They
us.
living their best life.
They've been getting to it with us.
They living their best life.
Let's catch up on some comments. We got James Music. Happy New Year, everyone. Sorry, Murder Music. Happy New Year, everyone. James Watkins. Hey, guy, I agree with you on staying home. I'll send you a picture of my man cave. Yes, sir. I'd like that. DM it to me on Instagram. Chapachita says, peace, power, and prosperity to you both. Steph, have you sold my favorite car yet? The priceless Panamera? I have not.
It is in the garage.
It is in the
I
garage.
asked to sell it at least once a month.
Yeah, she's on team sell it.
Team sell it. Yep.
She's team sell it for sure.
So Kappa, what is that?
Cappuccino.
Kappa it's for sale.
Chata? I think it might be chata. Cappuccata.
DM us a number. It's for sale.
That's it. She gonna sell a car for me. So before we jumped on the live, she actually asked me, what did you ask me again? One word?
So I asked him if he had one word to kind of summarize what he wants to manifest for his life in 2024. What would that one word be? And I saw someone, a friend on social media, ask that question of her followers, and I thought it was a really good question. I feel like I
So
stumped you a
ask the
little
question
bit.
again. Ask them
So
to put one word in the
if you
comments.
had to if you had to summarize what you want for yourself, for yourself or your family in 2024, what would that be?
One word.
One word.
All right. So we're going to give them a couple minutes to think about it because I'm still thinking about my word.
He said, "Why sell the panty?"
Oh, why sell the panty? I don't use it, man. I literally do not use that car. It's had the same mileage forever. It comes out every now and again.
Yes, it's a great car. It just doesn't. It served its purpose and its time, and I think it's just time to kind of move on to something else, whatever that is.
Well, we know what's next for you, but we ain't gonna spill the beans. Centurion says
Health.
health.
Yeah,
That's his one word.
I get
That's
it.
a really good one word.
Health is wealth. That's what his friend said. Health is wealth.
You know Vern from Intrac.
Says
Intrac
health
Vern
is wealth.
says health is wealth. K Tucker says how much for the Panamera? I gotta look and see what they're going for right now. I actually don't know. Roberta Music says prosper or growth.
I
Nice.
like that. It says progress or growth.
Progress. See, I can't read. Ooh.
Courtney said wealth. Courtney Mark too said wealth.
And what did Earl Trimble say?
Elevate. I
Elevate.
like.
Man, y'all got some good. Y'all quick. How are y'all so quick with this? It's
And you was stumbling.
I'm still stuck. I'm still stuck. But I think if I could put one word, and I'm gonna tell you the meaning in a second of it.
Okay.
If I could do one word, it would be Jesus. I had it and I lost it that quick. What was the word I was gonna say? Good God. Momentum.
Momentum. Okay.
Momentum. And the reason why I use the word momentum is because 2023 overall was a good year.
Okay.
It was a good year for us as a family.
Okay.
It was a good year, I would say, developmentally, me as a man. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree with that.
Yeah, even more so. Like, because every day I'm working on myself, as I'm pretty sure you guys are working on yourselves every day. So, me as a father and me as a businessman, you know what I mean? Because high five to us.
We're a business, man.
We are a business, man. Outside of YouTube, we actually run a business. Her and I, we started it together this year.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
late February, we took the plunge and we started our own business. And that business is growing. So
It is.
for 2024, I think the word is momentum. I started making YouTube videos again in late 2023. So I think that momentum is a good word, right? To keep it going.
Someone said resilience.
I like
And then
that.
it says every day is a battle with yourself, which is very true. Very true.
And War Machine said, Happy New Year. Continue your balance with your channel. Family first is a must. She liked that one.
Yeah,
She liked that one.
when we first got together, I asked him for one weekend a month. That was family time.
That was during the dating time, though.
Yeah, but we still had a child at that time.
Did
And
we?
you did not balance that well at all.
I definitely did more than 1 week in a month, though.
No, every if it was I'm gonna run out this, I'm gonna get up early and go in the morning, then you get home at 1 and then you like I need to get a nap. Like it was not
She
a
talking
great
about.
balance. It
She's
was not a
talking
great
about
balance.
the videos I was making for you guys. This was what 2019, right?
2019, 2020, 2021.
Right. So those were the busiest years for me on YouTube. I would say that was during the time of Stimmy Hemi giveaway, Killmonger, turboing the Hellcat. All of that was in there together during that time. So that was a really busy time for me on YouTube. So her deal with me was 1 week in a month had to be
Yes, it was cars and coffee all the time. Somebody always had one. Over it. Over it.
So the deal was that I had to do 1 week in a month. Flip to 2023, I kind of stopped doing videos. The Hellcat went down. You guys all saw what happened with the intake manifold and the
Yep.
engine. So that car went down. And honestly, man,
And we had another baby.
we had another baby. Right. So we got married. So in doing all of that, man, it was one thing on top of the other, and it really slowed us down. So it slowed me down.
I'm finna say, wait a minute. Speak for yourself.
It's it definitely slowed me down. So in slowing me down, I think it gave me a little bit of perspective of what's important. Like for an
Absolutely.
example, I haven't been stressing. I started making videos again, but I haven't been stressing about making content. I make it when I make it.
And there was a time where it was like, we
4
got to
videos a
get
week.
this content. 3. It was 3 videos a week. We got to get this content by any means necessary. And so that, that gets to be taxing for all of us.
Yeah.
Him, like me, it just gets to be taxing because it becomes, I think at that point, YouTube wasn't fun anymore. It became more of a obligation
Yeah.
than
I agree.
than something that he enjoyed doing.
I agree.
And so for me, I was already kind of lukewarm on it because it took so much time out of the house. So if he's not enjoying it, I'm lukewarm on it. Like, what we doing this for?
But I think we found a decent balance right now.
Yep.
And one thing that I was really happy to see is when I started making videos again, they were
He said, "Late as
performing.
hell to date night." What is a date night? We don't get to do that. I'm like, what?
Bro.
What is that?
2 small children in the house. In this house, 2 small children, man, and it is tough.
You guys heard us say like his mother and father went with us to like Tulum. They went with us to Vegas. Like our babysitters are with us 99% of the time now.
Right.
So if we're going somewhere, it's like, hey, babysitters, our babysitters are there too. So they're going to kick it too. So that kind of makes it even more difficult to go kick it because our babysitters are kicking it too.
Look what War Machine said, baby. Read it out.
Stuff you got to keep her. Balance is the key to life. War Machine, you all right with me.
100%.
I'm gonna be like Anderson Cooper, drunk on CNN before it's all over. I'm finishing this bottle of prosecco.
By yourself. Because one thing y'all gonna learn about me, I don't really drink.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm waiting
He
to
got his
pop.
sparkling.
I'm waiting to pop this at in an hour. I'm gonna pop this in an hour, and that is apple cider. There's no liquor in there.
He says, if your job is your hobby, then you're not working. That's very true. That's very true. That's very true. I don't necessarily know if we're in that place
Where we
our
could
job
afford
is
to
our
do that.
hobby.
No.
we're
Our
not
day
in that-
jobs
we're
are definitely
not in
not
that
that.
place. Maybe one day. But I believe, if you don't work, you don't eat, and so I believe in going to work.
Yeah.
So
Our day jobs is definitely pretty demanding too. In addition to trying to run our own business, in addition to trying to run a YouTube channel, in addition to me trying to modify cars and race people and talk mess on social media.
and just have a life.
Yeah.
Yeah, just have a life.
Yeah.
Like I like to go, but I'm not from here. And when you move to the burbs, I started when I moved here. I lived in the city.
Yeah.
Now I live in the burbs, so it's a little bit harder to connect with my friends. So Stefan is my friend. So when I go, we gotta go everywhere together.
She's my friend too, man. Now, 100%. One thing that I could say that's what really works for us well is we like each other, and that sounds weird to say, right? A married couple, of course you like each other, but you'd be surprised how many married couples there are that they actually don't really like f's with each other. You know what I'm saying? They don't. They not close. You know what I'm saying? They're not friends. And one thing that I could say, I really enjoy. If I could spend every moment with her, I'd be cool with it, and we'd have a good time.
We would have a good time.
You know what I'm saying?
But everybody, we do need lives. We do need lives. That's important too. You should keep your identity. We got married later in life, so we both had.
Yeah.
I tell you, my little hat is having a hard time.
Yeah, we
Maybe
waited
it's the
till late in
braids.
life.
Maybe it's the braids.
Yeah, when we got married, you got to figure.
I was a woman of a certain age.
Oh yeah, we ain't gonna just be putting out your age like that.
Woman of
okay?
a certain age.
So point is, you're very advanced in your career.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty set in my day job career. So in that sense, we not just just out here doing whatever. What which I guess is allows us to provide a certain lifestyle for our family,
True. Very true.
for our children. Provide a certain lifestyle for me to have fun with my cars. So my cars is always a good time. But babe, one thing that I can say that I want you to get into in 2024 is something that you want to do. Like, we know my thing is cars. Your thing is travel.
It is travel.
Your thing is travel. We're not going to be traveling as much this year. I
I
say that,
I
but
mean, like us as a team. No,
you going.
I'm going.
Okay, so there you go.
So,
Two,
your
yeah, yeah,
boys.
and I got two boys in the house. Uh, 15 months and 4 years. So I make boys. That's what I make. What up, Steph and wifey? I've been married to my wife for 17 years. Just getting back into the car scene, but making time for family will always be first priority. Happy New Year. Appreciate that, man.
What is your car? You said get back into the car scene. What is your car, sir?
D. Hagel, right?
D0671.
D. Hagel, man. What's your car of choice? If you don't have your car of choice right now, what's on the radar? What are you getting? What's on the wish list? That's what I want to know.
You
But
didn't, you didn't give me your word.
I did.
Did you?
Yes.
You know I've been drinking this prosecco.
Yes, you have been drinking. Good God, they could all probably tell
Wait
you
a
my
minute. Wait a
word.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a
What
minute.
was my word,
Let me
y'all?
remember. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Y'all please remind her my word.
I don't remember.
Baby, you. Oh my God, Jesus. Oh Lord.
It's something about. No, it wasn't
Something
elevate.
about.
It wasn't
Something
elevate.
about.
It was somebody. Elevate was somebody
Come
else's.
on,
What
love.
did you say? I'm gonna write it down.
It started with an M. I give you that. Started with an M.
It wasn't motivate. It
No,
wasn't marathon.
it was not marathon. No, I'm not Nipsey Hussle. That's not me.
Baby, what was it?
Rest in peace. R.I.P.
What
Nips.
was it? Tell me again.
Are you serious?
For real. Dead ass.
Look.
Momentum. Thank you. You know what, Courtney? You all right with me? Momentum.
Momentum, baby.
Momentum. My bad, honey.
Momentum. I
My
gave the
bad.
whole explanation.
You did.
You
You
can't
did.
ask me something
You
so
did.
deep and then forget what I said.
You so right.
What type of New Year is that?
A prosecco New Year.
A
Sorry.
Prosecco New Year. You need to. Here, we gonna switch. You take this one, and I'll keep that Prosecco over here. Cause you've been sipping on that Prosecco all night.
All day. It's the holiday.
So anyway, besides that though, man, being the fact that we got married later in life,
We did.
right? Being
Yep.
the fact that we got married later in life, I hate when you say this thing. You know what I'm about to say.
I have lived.
I hate when you say I have lived.
I have.
But what would you describe as you have lived? What does that mean?
So he takes it the wrong way. But when
Hold on one second before you jump into that. D. Hagel, he got an '01 Cobra, which I'm about to boost.
what's a Cobra?
It's a Mustang.
A Ford? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's a Ford Mustang Cobra. Yeah.
He had two SRTs back in the day. And he's a Ford and a Mopar guy.
That's what's up.
So you can watch Stangalang and watch you.
He can watch. She's talking about Stang mode.
Stangalang.
That's what demonology calls him, Stang Lang.
I didn't realize that. No, like that's not his.
No, that is not his thing. It is called Stang mode.
I was like Stangalang. That's what I know
No,
him as.
stop saying that. That sounds funny. First of all, stop saying that shit.
Oh God.
Anyway, what does that mean? She said, "Oh shit, she has lived."
And so
Can you
he takes it the wrong way, right? He takes it the wrong way. But what I mean when I say that is I've had a certain level of success ex partner. So like I've lived in a few. So Stephanie has only lived in New York and New Jersey, right? I've lived in North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee.
Jesus, you don't want the answer.
Look, because like he takes it the wrong way, but it's not what he thinks.
Well, go ahead, tell him.
But I'm saying like I've moved around a lot, right? So I've moved around for work. My job has relocated me a few times. as well as I've traveled a lot. So like, I've had experiences. I'm very confident in who I am as a person, what I'm capable of, what I can do. So like, Stefan is I look at him as a partner to me. Like he's not it's not a situation where I'm like Stefan, I need Stefan to survive. He's my partner. We will thrive together, but I can thrive solo because I've seen it done. I've done it. So like I've seen the world. I've been to Dubai. I've been to East Africa. I've been to Paris and London, and we used to go to Barcelona on the weekend. We make a long weekend out of it. We go in on Thursday, come back on Sunday night, Monday. Like I've had great experiences. So that's what I mean when I say I've lived. So when I say that, now that I have children and I'm a little bit older, and my friends are like, now my friends who had children, who got married and had children a lot younger than me, they're out. They're out like because their kids are in college or their kids
Yeah.
are in high
They
school
outside.
and they outside. And
Right.
I'm at the house with like potty training and a kid in diapers. But I'm okay with that.
Cliff said like this. Like this could go bad. This could go so bad.
But I'm okay with being home with my husband and my children because I have lived.
So
I was outside before outside was a thing.
yeah, see that's risky, right? Because what it is we look at from a perspective of the culture as of today. So the culture as of today, due to the hip hop artists and stuff like
I
that.
wasn't thought no like that.
But that's what when you say stuff like that, that's what it sounds
You
like.
sound like I was living in
No,
Nashville, Tennessee. What kind of thoughting can you do in Nashville,
I'm pretty
Tennessee?
sure there are some thoughts in Nashville, Tennessee that can
Jesus
explain.
Christ.
They can explain greatly. However, when the thing y'all gotta understand is, I know my person. So in knowing my person, there's a certain type of woman that I'm gonna be with, and a certain type of woman that I'm not gonna be with. So the level of class that comes along with a woman like this, you don't really have to worry about her devaluing herself in a way that when she say I have lived, that does not mean that I've been out here in these streets. Those are two different things. So just to clear that up, it's all about the value of the character of the person that you with. You know what I'm
Why you
saying?
brought that up then? If you go be all defensive about it.
That's not being defensive.
Okay.
I'm explaining the difference. What it is we talking to a bunch of men.
Well,
So a bunch of men is gonna take it exactly the way I take it.
he said you put it right, but I don't think she meant. See, thank you, Cliff. I did not mean it like that.
That's
It
what I
means that I've
just
had experiences that have broadened my perspective.
right. And I'm thankful that you have had those experiences because since being with you, you have brought some of those experiences in moving around and traveling
Let me so
in my
so
life.
so case in point, I met this man and we're traveling. He doesn't have clear, he doesn't have pre-check. He does, like
No status.
no like
No status.
like he just out here like gotta take his shoes off and his belt buckle, and that's okay. But Stephen flies enough to not have that experience. So now like
Right.
me, like my child and I were like, we'll see you on the other side.
Century of that still sounds sus. I feel you, brother. I feel
Ah, I promise. I promise I'm not so. I promise. So now like Stefan has pre-check, he has clear, like he out here like
I'm moving.
moving. Yeah.
I'm moving. I'm moving. Now, 100%. Where do you want to travel to next?
We would like to take the kids to Africa.
Definitely.
It's gonna take some time though, because it
South
requires.
Africa specifically.
I want to do Zimbabwe, Zambia, Johannesburg, and finish in Cape Town. And if I
That's
can
gonna
get,
be like a 3 week trip though.
and that's the thing, like because we can't be away from them that long, so they have to go. We would never go and leave them for 3 weeks, but like Africa requires a certain amount of vaccines and things of that nature, and they're so little,
Right.
we we couldn't do it. I have a girls trip next year to Costa Rica. I'm super excited about that.
Next year, as in tomorrow.
Yeah, to Costa
As
Rica
in like one
with
hour next
with
year.
my homegirls next year, which is cool. And we have two international trips next year
Hmm.
for a wedding and for a birthday. And then we'll always sneak a little something in.
Yeah, little weekend
Stefan
trips.
has a milestone birthday next year, I guess tomorrow. But he has a
In the next three
he has a
weeks.
milestone birthday in January, so we're gonna celebrate that really big.
We going big for my birthday, y'all.
Yeah, so he has a milestone birthday coming, so we're gonna celebrate that pretty big, and then after we recover from that financially, then we'll get some more traveling going on.
And then my Hellcat comes back after that.
Is that what it is?
Look at this. Somebody about to run out of damn gas.
And the focus 0%
Zero
fuel
percent.
though.
One of our
Lord.
businesses, we can monitor what's happening in the business, and as of right now, someone is definitely on the edge. Anyway,
Someone says y'all be kicking. I'm just trying to get outside of Chicago. Like, look, I love Chicago. I don't have. I probably haven't seen the real
yo, Blue
Chicago.
Oval Media, he's a Mustang guy too, man.
Oh, cool,
hmm
cool.
He's like Stang mode.
Like, okay, I'm about to say it
Don't
again.
say it.
I'm
Don't
about to
say
say
it
it again.
again.
I haven't. So, like, I promise you, Blue Oval. I've probably only seen the parts of Chicago that the tourists see. But I will tell you
Yeah, I
that
never been to the hood in
there
Chicago.
is nothing better than summertime shy for me. If
Yeah,
Chicago didn't have real winters, I would live there because that summertime is amazing. Uh, like the music festivals, like the regular festivals, just like the weather,
the vibes.
it's amazing. There's nothing better than summertime shy.
I don't know. New York City summer to me is better, but
Nah,
at the same
not even
time,
remotely close.
I
Not even
like
remotely close.
whatever. I'm into the South Side. Nah, I've never been to like the hood in Chicago, but I like Chicago.
I do too.
I know we see all the reports and it's what's supposed to be the shootings and all that kind of stuff,
I
but
mean, that's not even
that's
as
every
prevalent as it once
to
was. I'm just
me.
saying.
That's
I
every
think it's like I said. I only see the parts that probably the tourists see. But like I like
right. To me,
when.
that's every hood though. I've lived there all my life, but we in the A now.
Oh my
We be
god.
traveling through
Oh my god.
Africa and UK are definitely his favorite.
But
Nice.
but you're in the A like Atlanta, right?
We was just there.
We were just there. How do you like Atlanta?
It's a good question.
I feel, personally,
Hold on, don't
I
give
feel
me your
like
opinion on it
no, no, I
first.
feel like all the New Yorkers like all the black New Yorkers in the COVID era have gone to New York. So I just wonder
I've
what
gone to Atlanta.
I'm sorry, have gone to Atlanta.
It's the
See? Too
prosecco.
much prosecco.
And you still drinking?
But I feel like all the black New Yorkers have gone to Atlanta in the COVID era, and they've taken that New York money, that New York work from home money, to Atlanta now.
He said he in the northern suburbs.
So like Alpharetta, I don't know what the north my north and south and east
Right.
and
I
west.
don't know either.
So is
We
that
were in
as an
where do
as an
we stayed at the Battery. We were in the Omni and the Battery
yeah, but I mean in my mind
at the Brave
the
Stadium.
northern suburbs is like Alpharetta or like maybe Smyrna, but again, I don't have my lay of the land. Yeah. So if you're in Alpharetta and you decide you want to go out and kick it one night, we
Yes.
have a
Shout
great
him out.
we have a
Shout him out.
great friend that has a place in here's a club called Crew Alpharetta. He is you in Buford. Yeah, so he's a yeah, that's definitely northern. But he's a great friend. He and Stefan have been friends for probably 30 years. But he has a club, Crew Atlanta. So if you ever want to get out of the house, hang out a bit, I was we went when we were there. I haven't smoked hookah since 2019. I was smoking hookah, having drinking and having a good time. I had a blast. I had a blast. Um, I was outside for the weekend. It was a great time. So if you ever want to get out, his name is Rob. Tell him we sent you.
So what you think about the Hellcat coming back?
What do I think about the Hellcat coming back?
Yes.
Um,
The deep side?
yeah, you're more than welcome, Blue. Like I said, his name is Rob. He's the owner. Tell him we sent you.
What do you think about the Hellcat coming back?
So Stephen asks, how do I feel about the Hellcat coming back? And I'm just deep sighing because that car has been a journey the whole time I've known him. Um, it has been a journey. What are you looking for, my love?
Something to open this bottle with.
Second, it's in the second drawer, to the left of the stove at the bottom. Um, Stefan loves that car. I'm lukewarm to it. He does. He loves it. He won't admit it, but he loves that car. But I'm definitely lukewarm to it. People say they're ready to see it, so he's made some cosmetic changes to it. Um, So it's been some cosmetic changes. So, honey, why won't you come and let me get the opener? Because I can put my hands on it while you're trying.
Because I can't find.
Like,
I'm not doing the best job right now, and I'm being a bad host. I just wanted to pop my bottle up. Nah, man. Somebody said the journey is an understatement. Yeah, man. But you guys gotta understand what I've done. I've laid the blueprint for everything that you see right now with all these guys going twin turbo. I laid that blueprint. So when you the first one over the hill, and were there like others before? Sort of, but nobody really had it all figured out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the first person that really got it figured out, really working as a complete car, a street car, a Hellcat specifically. So when you that first person, man, you're gonna be the first person to break everything. You're gonna be the first person to find all the problems. And I documented it on my channel. So the thing is, you guys got a chance to see that journey. The problem is, you guys didn't get a chance to see enough of the success after. So thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Can you do me a favor? Can you put some ice in there for me? Listen, it's not alcohol. This is apple juice with some fizz in it. Anyway, I don't care. I don't care if people know I'm not drinking or not. It don't matter to me. So, yes, it is a journey, but I just never really felt like I got the opportunity to really show what that car is capable of. So that's what I'm the most excited about. I'm excited about people getting a chance to see what I built. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm partnering with the guys at Ripatune. Um, they have been doing a lot of work in the twin turbo all wheel drive Hemi space with track hawks and TRXs and stuff like that. So I really want to, work with them for us to put our heads together and really just send this thing over the moon. So they're gonna be the one to put the car back together this time. We gonna button it up 100%. And first of all, the car was already stupid fast. Uh, I'm more of a draggy guy, obviously, because I roll race. But you got to think, for a while, I was the fastest Hellcat. Period. Automatic or manual didn't matter. I was the fastest Hellcat at Pocono Raceway at Race Motive, and then draggy. The car was a consistent 4.6, 4.7, 60 to 130 car, and that's with banging gears. That's me shifting. That's not an automatic car. And that's rear wheel drive on the street, no prep, not like the guys that's starting from a dig and using the rubber band effect. And the fastest 100 to 150, that car was consistent between 3.7 and 4.1, 100 to 150, no matter the weather. Dead of summer, hottest day, 4.1, 60, 100 to 150. Cooler weather, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, consistently. So just a really, really, really fast car, but it's gonna be even faster now. But just not because of a lot more power, but just because of dialing it. But that's what I'm most excited about, baby. I just want people to see what I did, what I built, and really see it in action.
yeah, I think people don't typically understand. Like, when I read all the comments and the people are like, oh, when it's working, it's always broken. And I've had to learn through this journey with Stefan, and the cars, that when you're doing something first and you're kind of testing and learning at the same time, things break. I mean, and it's frustrating for me as his partner. I'm like, oh, here we go again. Something
another,
else is something
another
else is
this,
wrong.
another
Like,
that. Yep.
he goes out and like he goes to race motive, and we've been like gearing up for it all week. We're going to poke a bit gearing off. I'm like, I'm anxiety holding. Like, how'd you do? Oh, I got there and the D, what is it? The DP was wrong.
Whatever. Yeah.
And them just like, oh my God, like we've been gearing up for this for like 2 weeks, and then it's just not successful. So then we got to kind of go through the emotions of like we
And
made
what happens when it is successful though? How am I?
you're great, but I always tell you put too much on the car. You in your desire to show that it is
A street
street
car.
car. Like, no one else is driving their car to the event, racing it all day and driving it back home. Everybody else is
Not at this power level. No.
trailing in their car, but your desire, but you're hard headed, and your desire to show that that I can drive it every day and drive, like, that's just, it doesn't
Literally.
serve you.
Like we go out to dinner in a car, and then I'll go the next day and race it
But then you want
competitively.
to drive it to the race it all day, and then drive it back home. I'm like, why though?
At this
Like
power level.
why? Like what's the point?
You know what? When another thing that is true, that things when you at this power level, when you at making double what the car came with power wise, things are gonna break. It's not if, it's when, right? So you're gonna get a certain amount of passes out of the car. And I would do a lot of passes. So every time I would go out to test the car, even by myself, that's a pass.
Have you talked about like your new partnerships and stuff in 2024 or no?
I talked about Ripperton.
And so that's the thing I'm most excited about. Because there's so many times that he's come home and there have been so many people out there with like a team. Like their team is on site. So if the car does something that's not right, the team is there. And he's always wanted that part of like if something is wrong, like there are guys with like
Tools and
wrenches and whatever, sockets,
whatever. Right,
whatever,
right, right.
like that can turn them on site. So he's always wanted that. And so from that perspective, I'm super excited about that for
Me too.
him. And I'm also excited that they're on this side of the bridge. So it's not like we gotta be navigating. They're on the our side
They're
of the
closer to
bridge.
home.
So like he can go like cause like Ripper's gonna get sick of him because Stefan in his mind is he has a mechanics degree too in his mind. So he wants to be turning wrenches too. So Ripper's gonna get sick of him
But I don't turn riches
and
though.
he'll send him home at some point and I'll be okay with that. But like I'm really excited about that for him is that he will have a team that will partner with him on site.
Come with me to the
And so I
events.
feel like
Support
from
me
that
at the events.
perspective,
Yes.
you will see him have a lot more success because of the fact that he will be surrounded by a team that says, okay, this is, there's something misfiring. We figure it out right now
On the spot
and
at the
getting
track.
it done. So I
Yes.
think, I think in 2024, like, I don't respond in the comments, but I see all of them. I don't respond unless and I'll be like, I'm about to respond to this. I don't respond in the comments, but I see them all. And I see that people are like, oh no, your car's always broken. I'm like, but it's because he is engaged with turning wrenches, and this is not necessarily his thing. And now he's gonna have a team that will be turning wrenches with him. I'm super excited for it.
They're gonna turn the wrenches, and I'm gonna keep innovating in terms of new things. I'm gonna stay up here, and I'm gonna let them do this here. And I think with the combination of the two, man, we're gonna do some amazing things. 2024 is gonna be a good year for Mod to Fame. I think developmentally, as like a leader in Mopar performance.
And Sirion, I'm with you. Like that has always been Stefan's goal. Like we don't have seven figures to go buy a car and then put $40,000 in modifications to it.
Well, that's not true, but because you can't say that because they know that the car has more than that in it.
But
But I think what
over the
you
course of like what 6, 7 years though, right? Over the course of like five
no,
years.
no, I haven't had the car that long.
But over a course, I've been with you 5 years.
No, no, no. What I'm saying is okay. So what I know what you're saying, right?
What I'm
So
saying
that
is
when we go to Race
there are
Motive
people who go buy 60, $75,000 cars
and
and
then
then
put
put and
300,
then well, I don't know about all that.
they
But
do.
I'm
That's what I'm
saying, but they
saying.
put another 100,000 on in modifications on the car after
At
they
one
get it.
time.
We don't have the finances for that. And even if we did, I wouldn't be with it. Period.
Well, that's not true either.
I wouldn't be with it.
That's not. If it didn't affect us, you wouldn't care.
If you was throwing $100,000 in a car, absolutely I'd care. $100,000 in stuff?
One day, I'm gonna get to that point.
Child bye.
One
I'm
day,
like I'm like I'm like Ocho Cinco. Child please. Child please.
one day, I'm gonna get to that point. One
Child
day,
please.
because it's better to do it right the first time. You know what I'm saying?
Look at why would you buy it if you got to put $100,000 in it?
Because
You know what I can do with $100,000?
perform. Yes, get married.
Oh, that was low.
That's what you.
Oh, that was low.
That's what you could do because that's what you did. Anyway,
That was low. That was a low blow.
that was not a
That was
low
a low
blow.
blow.
That's I mean, let's keep it a buck. Anyway, um, the thing is, right? It's amazing for when you could get value for dollar, right? And I've shown that on my channel. I've shown value for dollar.
And so that's what he's saying. You've always shown how to get good, cheap power
See,
out of Mopars.
before I could even say it, right? Before I could even say it, he said it. But what happens is once you get to that 1,000 wheel horsepower mark and up, there's no cheap way to do it. It's impossible. So when you try to nickel and dime your way to doing it that way, it's going to cost you a lot more money in the long run.
Why you took up your
So
celebratory hat?
so Rippertune, for an example, has a Trackhawk and Durango package that you can bring him a stock Trackhawk or a stock Durango, and I think it's like $105,000. And for $105,000, he will make that car
Child.
run consistent 8 second
And
passes.
how much is a track halt?
100,000.
Stephen.
Yes.
Bullshit. Bullshit. I spent $100,000 on a car and $105,000 on modifications. Bullshit. No.
So
Negative nah.
one day, that's actually a good deal though. It's a relatively good deal when you think about that includes everything, every bolt, every lug nut, every tire, every wheel. Like he's going to give you the complete package, right? What a lot of people do is they nickel and dime their way to it. They'll start out with pulley, then they start out with then they move to injectors, then they move to a fuel system.
And
Wow.
you're right. And what is this? FBA 8_83. I'm like, wah, wah. He lost me at 105. Wah, 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 wah,
So then
wah, 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 wah.
they push the stock setup to the max, they blow a motor.
Then what do you do with that?
Then they gotta
Because
put
you're going to blow a motor.
then they're gonna no, no, listen. So then they put, out of nowhere $25,000 into a new motor, right? So before they know it, they're $30,000, $40,000, and now they got to build a transmission. Transmission build, a stage two or something like that is
You
going to
know
be
this from personal experience, don't you?
yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Eventually you get to the same number anyway.
But it's still $105,000.
I understand, my love, but what I'm trying to tell you is we are working towards a point where it's better for me to do that and be headache free. So, for an example,
Look at me in my face. I love you to pieces.
I love you too.
I am never gonna be okay with you putting $105,000 out the gate in a car.
It'll
Not ever.
one day
No,
it'll
no, no.
probably be more than that.
Not ever ever.
One day it'll
Like you gonna have to take me 25,000 at a time. Ain't no way in the world. I'm gonna
so
be like, oh, here go $105,000. Go put that in a don't put that in making Mars to
so
a
you
car.
saw the white viper that I made a video of, right? You guys saw that. The white viper that I just made a video
The way
of.
his bank account is set up, whereas I was set up not the same.
That's what I said. We working toward getting there though, right? So
I'm never gonna be on board with that.
that white viper,
You're
that
right,
car,
Samuel Brown. She ain't feeling that. She ain't feeling that.
that car is the car alone is 280,000 right now. A Viper ACR, balloon white, one of one color, crazy stock, about 280,000
I
just for the
wasn't
car.
impressed with that car.
That's because that's not your thing.
I wasn't
It's
impressed with that
not
car.
your thing.
No, I wasn't impressed.
I'm not impressed with some of your bags, but that's your thing, not my thing. Anyway,
Blasphemy.
anyway,
Blasphemy.
so that Viper, $280,000 car, his build from to nth moto on top of that 280,000 was about $300,000.
If I buy a $280,000 car, and how much he had to put in?
About 300. But the car makes 2,600 horsepower. 28. It
What do
makes
you do with that besides have a pissing contest about whose car is the fastest? Like, what else do you do with
well,
that?
once you at that level, it's not many people
What
there.
I mean, exactly.
There are some people that's still faster than you though that spent more money.
I just finished my bottle. So
Look, so we not trust me, baby.
all I'm saying is
Our
we're never
little
gonna be at that place, my love.
yes, we are.
No, no, no. But I'm never gonna co-sign that.
You'll
Let
be
me
okay.
let me just tell you.
You'll be all
No,
right.
no, I'm not.
Yes, you
I will.
will.
I will not.
You will be fine.
I will not be
You will
fine.
be fine.
That to me that's like money. Like you might as well just throw it in the trash can and like put it in the trash. Like that's ridiculous.
So a Lamborghini, right? You know how Will just bought his Lamborghini here to
To
get
have
twin
twin
turbo.
turbo, yeah.
That car is also 300,000. Huracan Evo. That car is about 300,000. He is going to spend. His is a deal. I think
Don't tell
he's
his business.
no DME advertises it. It's a DME 1000 package. Their DME 1000 package with, I guess once you get tires and everything, it's like 50 something, 60,000.
Then what do you do with that?
Have fun. You have fun. But what's gonna happen is
That doesn't accrue value. Like it doesn't make you money. Like we could put 100,000 in the stock market and do better with that. Like I don't
yeah,
understand what
but
we're
Will
doing here.
Will got hundreds of thousands and millions in property. So it's a drop in a bucket. You know what I'm saying?
For him,
Right.
for him,
Where do you think we're gonna be?
for us,
Where do you think we're gonna be?
I still wouldn't put $105,000 in modification
You
to a
keep
car.
saying that, but if it's a drop in the bucket, it's not gonna matter.
I don't care if we have $13 million. I'm still from South Carolina, country, $105,000. We're not just gonna throw it in the you gotta
Some
go
people,
you know you throw it into the trash in my opinion.
some people wouldn't understand why your family car gotta cost as much as it does.
Because I can afford it.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
To his defense, he created Uchin has likely paid for that vehicle already. Wait a minute. Women like us what keep go up. Uh, women is what keeps us alive past 40. Yes. Because I am past 40. And I am willing him to a nice long life. Okay? I'm willing him to a nice long life.
So
And you know what? Damn you. Who's that? Centurion? Yes, you feel that way about weddings, but you know you got the pictures, okay? And the pictures last forever. You be done sold them cars to somebody else and you never see it again, okay? That's the difference.
so at least the car, you have the value of the car. The pictures, I mean
He
that
says Will's strategy for acquiring cars is dope.
yeah, every car is attached to a property. So if he this way when he flips that property, he names the car the property that he flipped.
Really? I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
yeah, his strategy is dope,
Okay.
100%. So it's all relative, baby. It's somebody right now that's like, Stefan, how do you have a Hellcat and modifications in a Hellcat? The price of a Hellcat plus a price of a Hellcat in modifications. They're saying the same exact thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's all relative to where you are and what you could afford. This is the level that we at right now.
And we can't afford it.
Our friends are at a level way up here. We'll get there.
We can't afford it.
We'll get there.
And even when we can, I'm still not going to co-sign that.
Oh Jesus. So her thing is she's very tight. She's tight fist.
But it has worked well for us.
Financially.
Has it worked well for
Yes,
us?
baby, it works well.
There you go.
She's tight fists financially. So what
So
happens
you know
is
my motto is, you can call me a lot of things, but you'll never call me broke.
well there you go. You'll never call her broke. So when I say things like, you know, 20,000 for a motor, she's like falling out. She can't believe it.
I'm
She's
not
like,
falling out. I just feel like what are you gonna like? That's a lot of money
it is a lot of money.
for a thing
It
that
is a
goes in
lot
a
of money.
car. That the likelihood of you blowing it in
Oh, it's only a
12,
matter of
12 to 24 months is so great.
24 months,
It's
yes.
so great, and you need another $20,000. That's ridiculous to me.
Well, hopefully, what you do is you refresh it before it blows up. So maybe after the first, so this motor that we're about to put in the car now, after that, after year one, you know, when you have a team, you pull that motor, you refresh it, you make sure everything, you spend 2 grand refreshing it and getting it ready for the next season. But you got to understand what you're asking that motor to do.
I wish you had just a easier hobby, like
Like what? What would be a easier hobby?
like maybe you like go karts or something, like just the
That's
easy.
expensive.
But it's just an
If I was
easier
into go
hobby.
karts and go kart, do I have any sponsorships? I do. But sponsorships are not what people think. People think sponsorships means that you get all your parts for free. What it generally means is you get a discount or they'll work with you
Exactly. Painting, like
painting.
painting, maybe
If I was into
checkers,
hold
chess.
on. If I was into paintings, that could be stupid expensive.
No, he says painting, like
Yeah,
not,
but if I'm into painting, then that means that I'm also into acquiring art.
but at least it earns value.
So does cars, the right cars.
I don't believe you. You need more people.
What you talking about?
I don't believe you. I don't believe these modifications on cars
No, no, no.
have
Not
value.
I didn't say the modifications.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the point.
So so
It was RC airplanes.
that's expensive too.
At least we could fly private.
What do you
If he had some friends in the airline industry, we could at least try to fly private once or twice.
I'm gonna say the things you like to do are very expensive.
Like what?
Travel.
But at least
At least you got pictures.
we get something
What
out
are you
of
selling out of that?
a
How do
good
you get that
time.
money back?
A good
If you
time.
spend $30,000,
I've never spent $30,000 on a trip.
I get no a year
Maybe.
exactly. If you spent 30,
But again, I have experiences. I can say I've been stamps on my passport because different than like, oh, I did a 8 seconds on the track. Like that's not
y'all ready for the mic drop? Y'all ready for the mic drop?
boo.
Y'all ready for the mic drop? I have a whole fucking YouTube channel that has documented everything that I've done over the last 4 years,
Okay.
going into 5 years.
Okay.
What what do you have from your trip? You just your memory, a picture?
Gucci bags.
No, no, no. You did shopping while on your trip. That's in addition to the 30,000 you spent going on
It's
trips.
not 30,000 though. It's not.
20?
I would never spend that much
Bullshit.
money.
A
I would never
bullshit.
spend that much
A boot.
money.
No. A year? 100%. 100%. You cannot tell me that's not the type of money we spent last year.
We did not.
We will go over the numbers when we get off of
We
here.
did not.
Well, that's how we gonna spend our new year. We gonna break down flights, hotels,
Rental cars.
rental cars, of eating while we were there,
Activities.
activities while we were there. Come on, with 4 people. Come
She
on.
didn't come with the Gucci. That's her mom. That's her mom shopper. She has the travel awards bonus. I do. You know what?
You don't use your travel rewards.
We just went in the lounge the other day when we were coming back from Vegas. That's my travel
You
rewards.
don't use your travel rewards the way that he's
I bought
expressing
my
it.
Toomey bag on my travel rewards.
You wasn't supposed to use it that way. You were supposed to use that toward your next flight,
Yeah,
stuff
whatever.
like that.
Whatever.
You bought your Toomey bag. Come on. Anyway, point is, we all have our things that we love and we spend our money
The
on.
dollars and cents just don't make sense for the car stuff though.
The dollars and cents don't make sense for me with some of the things that you like.
Like what? Like I'm not like what do I like that gives you a hard time? Like gives you heartburn? Like what do I like?
You know
That's
why I don't give me heartburn?
why.
Because it's what you love and it makes you happy.
But
And
tell
I
me,
support it.
but tell me what I like. You said some of the things I like. I find myself to be
You
pretty
like
easy.
you like designer.
But I can buy myself designer. I've never asked you to buy me designer. I've never said, Stefan, please go get me X, Y, and Z. I've never.
Yet do I not walk in here with designer for you?
Periodically, yes, you do.
All right then. So point is, it's what you love. I know you
I
love
don't
it.
love it. I like it. I don't love it.
I know you like it.
I love travel. I like designer. I don't love designer.
And that's why sometimes
Which is why I can get Steve Maddens and be just
which
as
is why
happy.
I will sometimes book a flight or throw us in a car and say, let's go somewhere.
Okay.
Point is, it's because I don't have to understand it. I don't have to understand it. I don't have to, none of it. It doesn't have to make sense to me. Why that bag or those shoes? Why those shoes cost $1,500? Don't have to make sense to me.
You need you really need your own channel together. FBA, I can't handle the criticism. So like, Stefan can handle the criticism a little better than me. I can't handle it. So I would be in the comments fighting. And that's not what I want for myself. So I don't normally get on camera. Very, very irregularly do I get on camera.
Right.
It's not for me. And like he doesn't really post me or the children because like just he moves very Brooklyn. like that Brooklyn says, like, you don't know what my wife look like, so you don't know what my kids look like. So if you see them in the street, you don't say nothing to them.
You can't do nothing to me. You
Yeah.
can't get
So
to
so
me
he
through
doesn't.
them.
So like that's the thing. Like he doesn't really post all that. But I'm just not of the mindset that I can take the criticism in the same way that he can. It doesn't roll off my back like a duck. I'll be in the comments fighting.
I have thick skin, so when people talk crazy to me in the comments, I understand that. Really, a lot of times it's about a shortfall in their life that they would like to,
He said,
since
"Did
did
you
I buy?
buy any party?"
She
No,
don't buy car
I
parts.
don't do that.
She don't buy car parts.
I don't do
Neither
that.
would I have an expectation of her to buy car parts because then she would really have to intimately understand what I'm actually spending on these car parts.
If there was something that, like, look, we getting ready for his birthday. I'm like, do you want a motor? Do you want a birthday party? Things like that. But like I'm not getting involved in that piece of his business. He and his brother kind of do that.
Yeah,
He and I do something else.
right.
I don't get involved in that way.
But I am promising you in 2024 that momentum of laying the groundwork for business, additional sources of income, and setting a roadmap for me to be able to put 100,000 out of nowhere into a car if I feel like it,
Jesus,
baby.
don't tell me. But don't tell me you could do it. Lord, just don't tell me about it. I don't
Well, I'm
want to
gonna
know.
definitely. I tell you everything.
That would give me heart
She say
palpitations.
she say sometime I tell her too
It
much,
would give me heart
like things
palpitations.
that she don't even necessarily need or want to know. But I tell her that because throughout my whole life, I've always felt like people didn't need to know everything. So I would keep it close to the chest. And that almost destroyed us. So
Yeah,
one thing I can say
yeah.
is I made it my business that now I tell her everything. So she'd be like, I didn't want to know that. I'd be like, well, you ain't gonna say I ain't tell you. Granted, for the car stuff, she really, really don't want to know. So I'll mention it to her, but I won't tell her like all
Unless
the little
unless we're
details.
talking about our business, then our business is car related as well. So
The
like
FBA said 100K is a lot of money. Let me tell you,
it
FBA.
is. It absolutely is.
Let me
It
tell you.
absolutely is.
Let me. Damn, them fireworks are crazy.
Oh, now somebody busting up a gun.
That might have. Yeah, I doubt it. In this neighborhood.
Like, look, if I had a gun, I'd be out here pop, 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 pop,
In
pop,
this
pop, pop. I
neighborhood,
sure would. I go in the backyard
the
and
cops would be
I
here
go back.
faster
I
than
let off and come back inside. Ain't nothing happened.
the cops would be here so fast. And the way I come from in Brooklyn, hell yeah, they licking off shots all day. But
Said buy you a wrap or some tires. Like, look,
buy
I'm
him a
like, do you
wrap.
want a birthday party or do you want a motor? Like, look, look.
So all I'm gonna tell you is, man, yes, 100K is a lot of money, but to people, some of the people that I know with these cars and these builds, it's not to them. 100,000 to them is 1,000, and that's just how it is in this country. It's very unfortunate, right?
I'm gonna pull the ice cream out.
You have people like us who are, I would say
Be comfortable.
we comfortable.
We're
We
not rich. We're comfortable.
we're not rich, right? We're comfortable. We live decent. We do what we want, move how we want, and we not penny pinching. You know what I'm saying? But there are some people, bro, who they just have money for days and days, like money that they can't spend. So, when you see these underground racing Lamborghinis and those builds are 400, $500,000 in mods, just in mods. You see these 2,000, 3,000 horsepower GTRs. That's 200, 300,000 in mods. So it's funny to me when when I'm out racing and I see YouTube comments that says like, ha ha, you can't beat this car. I'm like, okay, I can't beat that car that has way more money in it than mine. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. But can you? Is your car at this level? And 9 times out of 10, their car is not. But I understand that, and I don't talk down on nobody. So I leave them in the comments and I let them talk their shit. and it's all in good fun. But when you see me going back and forth with people on social media, just know that the people that I'm talking about, we're playing at a level that I never thought I'd see myself being at. And I say it to her because of who I'm around and my friends and stuff like that. And these people who drop these huge Mars, it makes me realize where I'm not. I tell her sometimes I'll be like, yo, I think I'm trying to play at a level where I don't belong. And that's the truth.
Hey, Bree Bree. Hey, Bree.
The truth be, and that's the God's honest truth. I tell her sometimes, look, I'm not supposed to be playing at this level because, for them, they break stuff all the time, and the stuff is 10 to 15,000, 20,000 every time they break something, and they right back at it like nothing ever happened. And the way our bank account is set up, she would kill me.
I would.
She would literally kill me.
You'd be like, what happened to Mod of Fame? Got to Google that, brother. Slow singing and flower
Here
bringing.
today, going tomorrow.
Slow singing, flower bringing.
Listen, man, I hope y'all having a good time bringing in this new year with us, man. I wanted to do this because I I like doing things sometime with my peoples on a more personal level because I'm not very personal on my channel.
Okay.
Would you agree?
Yeah, that's pretty.
I keep it to the cars. I keep it, you know what I mean?
On your channel or and on your Instagram.
Yeah, channel or Instagram. I don't give much of a personal look into my life.
That Lamborghini crowd spends 70 grand in transmissions. Exactly.
Yes, yes. The Lamborghini. If you want to build, that's what I was going to tell you about Will. Will is going to make good power. Now he's going to be able to turn his car up, and potentially the limit of his transmission is right at about 1,000 wheel. If he continues to rip on the car at 1,000 wheel horsepower, eventually his transmission is going to go,
This
and
time
then
next year,
Will
he won't even have that car.
and then Will is going to have to spend 70,000 to fix
Like,
his
but this
transmission.
time next year, he won't even have that car. So to me, what's the point? This time next year, he won't even own that car anymore.
He might.
He might not.
He might.
The likelihood of him owning that car
A lot of
is
times when you get into big performance like this, these projects take so long, you end up keeping a car for a little longer than a car that you just use and drive and dump. You feel?
who's watching us in virtual reality. I have no clue what that means.
Me neither. That's pretty cool.
He says, Centurion says lately you have been.
Being a little bit more personal, a little bit.
Have you?
I mean, I guess a little bit. I shared the accident with the Durango.
Okay.
That was pretty personal.
Yeah.
I dropped little sneak peeks about wife, family,
Okay.
like sometimes like little things.
Okay.
But I'm not like one of them people that's like vlogging my life.
Got it.
I mean, first of all, for YouTube purposes, my life is too normal.
Oh, he says he has VR headset. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's
That go.
crazy.
I've seen it on TV.
That is crazy. Man, the kids are sleeping good.
Is that Jonah?
He might be. That might be him crying.
I pulled milk out early so I could be ready for him.
But anyway, man, I hope y'all enjoyed. And I just wanted to wish you all a happy new year. The last 20 minutes as we lead up to the actual new year.
I mean, Centurion, you probably our cousin somewhere. Your last name Williams. You probably our cousin.
That's right. That's right. Centurion, did you know I was a Williams as well? Did you know that? I saw your last name. I said, man,
He probably our cousin.
that might be my long lost cousin from
Exactly.
somewhere.
Exactly. You in Brooklyn? Holla at us.
100%, man. But I hope y'all enjoyed hanging out and kicking it. The videos will be coming in 24. We got a lot of heat coming at you. My brain is always working, right, baby? My brain is always
And it
turning,
always is working. You're right.
always
100%.
turning for ideas and stuff like that. So we got some heat coming, man. Centurion said, "Yeah, been watching for 4 years, so he know he."
You're our cousin.
That's it. What up, cuz? So
He's in Indianapolis.
hey,
Okay.
hey, we go everywhere. But much love to y'all. I appreciate it. And make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe. and share. The biggest thing I need from you guys is when I do post a video, put it in your group chats. Like share it out to your automotive group chats and be like, yo, y'all see what Steph is doing? Because that really, really helps. That helps to just get that fire going, keep spreading it. My goal for this year is to average toward the end of the year we started to average about 15,000 views a video. I want to double that and I want to average 30,000. So not like 100,000 one video and 10,000 the other, but more of an average. So I need that from y'all.
But I'm watching. I'm a jeweler attending for the first time. Come around more like to make you a free pen and you gotta wear. So,
Oh, that's fire.
so the other thing I would ask, if you have suggestions for Steph, you guys are his M2Fers, you're his loyal followers. He doesn't like to kind of put himself out there. He wants the YouTube channel to be more about the cars and less about him. It seems that the more people talk about themselves, so you have to give us some feedback. If you really want to know more about him, you're gonna have to tell him that because that's not necessarily his nature
Mm-mm,
to share that way. Like I said, it's the Brooklyn in him.
mm-mm,
The Brooklyn in him puts a guard around him and everybody that he's close to. So
mm-hmm.
so as you continue to see the things that he kind of puts out, give him some feedback on it. Feedback is a gift. We're both in corporate America. That's the comment I tell people is feedback is a gift. So give him some feedback about what you want to see from him in 2024. And if that's more about him
That
personally,
makes me nervous.
but I think it's fair.
I hear you. I'm just saying it makes me nervous.
I think it's fair. If you want to see, like, he talks about his, I don't know if you guys watched the Street Alpha, um,
Oh
his
yeah,
interview on Street Alpha.
Street Alpha podcast.
Street Alpha podcast.
No, you said it right.
That's probably the most, he even gave me a shout out in there, hey, but that's probably the most personal in terms of talking about his background, his family, his life. I think it was well received. If you haven't watched it, please do. And if that's more of the stuff you want to see from him, then by all means, please let him know. Again, feedback is a gift, and the only way to improve is and to give the people what they want is to get the feedback from the people themselves. So that's my
Well,
my
of course you got
PSA.
to shout because the Bible says, "The man who findeth a wife findeth a good thing," and man, I found the absolute best. So you know how we
I cuss,
do.
but I'm still all right.
All right, love you guys, man. Talk to y'all later.
Happy New
Happy New
Year!
Year.
Thank you. Could have been anywhere else in the world,
But
but
you
you're
here
here
with
with
us.
us. We appreciate that.
Thank you, thank you.